everyone. This is a alpha nuclear prism. These are the three indicator lights, green, yellow, red, and the display. On the front side, you have the serial number, which we use for recording. And then inside here is the area where we turn it on and off, and also record data. And this side is where we can change the filter. Again, this is how we change a prism filter. You grab your key, which has stop and start. Turn the prism, with gloves of course. Lift up the flap. And now it's off. Now we're going to open it up. It's not working out so well. Grab this. It's kind of hard to get sometimes, but you want to just... There you go. Pull the filter out.
While pressing down on the little tab.
And place the new one in. And put it back up. There you go. And put the start back in. And I'll turn back on. Hi again. So now we're going to show you the power of the button underneath. Just above the serial number here is a button. So we're going to press it once. And it should show the current date, and it'll give you the battery level. So the battery says it's at 99%, but the unit's currently unplugged, so it should say charging. Do that again, just collecting its first sample. So you want to make sure this is the current date, which is February 4th. If it is not, it means it lost battery and it needs to be resynced. So we'll plug it in. And you'll see that the battery will be at charging and the filter is okay. Now if you hold the button for 2 seconds, it will test the lights. And it shows that all the lights are working, and then it'll go back to its current setting. And now we are going to test the flow of the prism. So what you need is your prism, of course, your dry cowl, and the flow hose. So we're going to remove all the existing hoses from the dry cowl. You're going to attach the hose to the top part. We're going to take the filter out of the prism. And put in the having some issues here. Action. Once you have the flow meter placed in the prism, you can now start the flow on the dry cowl. You want to reset the dry cowl and hit burst. Now the prism will go fairly slow as the flow needs to be less than 0.250.
Flow should be set at 0.250. If the flow is not 0.250, you will need to adjust the flow on the prism characteristic record when you sync the prism. So it takes a fairly long time because the flow is quite a bit lower than the SKC pumps. So you have to let it run, take the average of 10 flows. So the final flow on the prism is 254 cubic centimeters. Alpha Nuclear sets the prisms to 250 cubic centimeters when they calibrate them, but a change in elevation will adjust the flow on the prisms. So this prism flow can be entered in the characteristic record, and then the prism will be more accurate. A 10 cubic centimeter change in the flow from what's entered on the prism characteristic record will throw out the reading on the prism by 10%.
Go.
So to attach the prism to the computer, attach the cable there. Oops. USB port on the computer. Oops. Removable disk. And those are the prism files that are in the computer. So those are all the data files of the prism. If we go J drive, stop it.